What up, though? Welcome to Beats, Rhymes, and Parlays, where the stats hit different, and every parlay got a beat behind it. What up, though? It's your boy, Mr. CEO, back in the building with your boy, Jay. What up, though, Jay?
Champ Chain J. That's
Yeah,
what I'm going by right now. Champ Chain J. It can all change in a heartbeat, man. You dealing with two professionals, so
yes.
you know what I'm saying. Like right now, I'm just rubbing
You
it
on the road.
rubbing it in my homeboy face
You on the
because
road.
I know tomorrow, or excuse me, in 4 weeks I could be down 4-0. So this is my guy, so I got to rub it in.
He
Pause.
came back, y'all, man.
Pause.
He was down 3 to
Super
nothing.
pause. Super pause. But you,
Yeah, man.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. He was
Also,
down 3 to nothing, y'all. He came back, tied at 3 to 3 like it's the finals, nigga. We got game 7 coming up soon.
hey,
That game
hey,
7.
hey, but I got home court. Let's
Okay.
don't do it right now.
Okay.
Don't tempt me.
Nah,
Cause
I
we got
might
some
not.
ranked games.
You,
Man, I'll bait you into one of these sorry ass games this weekend.
man, you
Don't
ain't
do
been
it.
missing. You
Don't
ain't
do
been
it.
missing. You ain't been missing.
Don't
Look
do
down
it.
there. We got 3 to 3 now. Champ Chain. He
All
got
right.
Penn State over at MSU. If y'all watched the last show, he warned me over and over and over again. But I don't care, man. You can warn me. I'm still gonna shoot, man. I'm like step dog. I'm gonna shoot. The only way you gonna miss if you shoot. If you don't shoot, you can't miss, you can't do anything, man. That's in life. We can talk about that another day on another show.
No. You got to cross half court though to shoot. You shooting from behind half court. I mean, you brave, bro. You brave.
You're right.
You a brave guy.
You're
You
right,
know
man.
what I'm
We got the week 12 recap, y'all, man. The GMB parlay hit at plus 179 odds. And remember, y'all, we tracked the GMB parlay at the regular spreads. And guess what? We were 2-0 at the regular spreads. Utah was easy. BYU was even easier. The CEO moneyline parlay hit 2 plus 273. That's 12 parlays cash for the show. We only in week 13. Name somebody else than done that. And also, if y'all don't remember, y'all need to go back and check our records. We're the only show that's been undefeated with props, with parlays and games. We wasn't 1-0. We wasn't 2-0. We hit our parlays and we hit our games. We were undefeated the whole show. Check our mother resume. I went 1-1 of my best bets. One of them was Mr. CEO's lost in the champ chain Michigan State. But the other one, guess what that was? Georgia. I told y'all. Real quick, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all this. After the show, Jay was like, man, I should have waited, man, and bet Texas versus Georgia.
Yeah.
I'm glad you ain't waited this time because you was gonna be down 42.
Yeah.
You was smart on that one. All right, man.
I wasn't smart. I wasn't smart. I just jumped the gun.
Yeah.
I would have bet Texas.
I know.
And the thing about Texas is like, good Lord. Wait till you see my bets now. Like I'm a believer in Daniel Johnson.
You a believer in? Okay, we're gonna see.
No. I'm a believer in the name. I used to think the name was terrible. I'm like, this dude tripping.
Okay.
Daniel
So you now believe
Johnson.
that he's actually Dan Johnson and no
Daniel
George Manning. Okay.
Daniel
Johnson.
Daniel Johnson.
Daniel Johnson. Okay, man. We gonna jump on to this first game. Oh, real quick before we jump on to the first game, man. What you think about James Franklin at Virginia Tech?
Before we go there, I want to say one thing. I ain't doing a UFC show today because I'm wary about the sports gambling because they at the Apex. It's a fight night, but I hit my parlay.
What was that?
We
Plus 700? Plus 700?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. But let's get back to script.
Man, y'all missed some money, man. Last week hit plus 700 odds.
Yeah, I felt good. The big ones, I'm out here. But these little ones where they can get the people where they only making $200 a fight, I'm scared. But either way, James Franklin for Virginia Tech, I think is lovely. I love the move because the thing is, he's kind of the new Brian Kelly. He can make your program relevant. He'll get the recruits, and he can make you competitive for the playoff. He's not winning you a national championship, and you got to be okay with that. And over there in Virginia Tech,
okay.
It's a rich pool of talent. You got talent out there in Virginia, Maryland, the DMV area that is not being utilized. Because if you look at Maryland and Virginia, I mean, let's be honest, bro, they're not capitalizing. So I think he'll come in and really clean up. I give him like 2 years before they're out here ranked, and he'll do his thing. I just think once he gets it going and everything is going forward and everybody's like, oh, they're supposed to win the ACC, that's when he's going to fall apart.
Yeah. The good thing about him being in the ACC, he's in the ACC with his twin, Miami Hurricanes coach. So that's the good thing about it. He's in there with his twin. So he might be able to get one out of there. He might be able to win in the ACC going against Cristobal, who's exactly him. So, but real quick, man, we're gonna jump on.
You say that's his twin, right? And I'm willing to argue, like right now, if I had to bet money, right? I think he's better than Cristobal because
I say a little
he's
bit better.
fought better competition. Like being a loser in the Big Ten or a loser in the SEC is different than being the fourth best team in the ACC or the fourth best team in the Big 12.
Agreed.
So I gotta see it. You know what I mean? Like if he was at Vanderbilt or Ole Miss, I'd probably be like, yeah, bro, he gonna get work. But in the ACC, who's the best coach in the ACC?
I'll give you that.
Like I'm asking you, who do you think is the best coach in the ACC before we get started? Because we got a short show today, so we can talk about stuff like this.
Yeah,
who is the worst coach in the? Who is the best coach in the ACC right now? Because I don't know. I'm asking you.
I don't know either.
It's not Dabo.
No.
So who is it?
It's not Louisville, coach. No.
Is it Georgia Tech's coach?
I don't even know about that, man, because we're going to talk about that later, man. He's been suspect this year. They've been winning.
Pittsburgh?
They've been winning by 2 points versus some bad teams. They've been down by 20 points versus bad teams trying to come back. Pittsburgh, you know what? I like Pittsburgh coach because out of all the teams you just named, he got the less talent. He got the less talent. He getting the more.
Virginia's coach?
Virginia? Maybe Virginia.
Franklin better than all these people we naming.
And that's what I was about to say. So real quick, that's what I was going to tell you. So I was going for the punchline when I say his twin. But we would really sit down and think about it. No, he is better than Cristobal. If James Franklin was in the ACC with Miami's talent, he would win the ACC. I think, you see what I'm saying? I think against, you see what I'm saying? So I do agree with that. I was going with a punchline, but we want to sit back and really talk about it. Yes, he's better than Cristobal. And there's a whole different story being in Miami when you got top 5 talent and you in the ACC and you're not winning the ACC or you're not going to the playoffs. That's bad.
I got a hotter take than that.
Okay.
I think him coming down there, I'm going to give Belichick one more year. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to be the people running the ACC.
Okay. That is a hot take. You heard it here first. We're going to keep this recorded. You heard it here first. That's what we do. And y'all, we'll talk about this later, but we do got a hot take, sports take show coming up. We putting it together right now, so just be ready for that. All right, let's jump in the games. We got Tennessee, a 3.5-point favorite at Florida, over under 57.5. What you got on this one?
I got Tennessee, bro. Okay. I think Florida is like, have you guys ever seen that movie Life? Mm-hmm. Florida can't get right.
Yeah.
They just can't. They may play them tough, but they're not going to win. Mm-hmm. And if they lose on the last second, they're not even going to be close enough to lose on the last second field goal. So give me Tennessee, bro. Tennessee can score all types of ways. Yeah. I know Florida's defense at the beginning of the year was kind of like super cold, but when your offense ain't scoring, you're out there all the time. You got NFL decisions to make. Mm-hmm. You're going to be like, hey, man, I got to choose me over this. So, I kind of feel like Florida's defense has given up.
Yeah, they did play a little bit. They did play tough versus Ole Miss, but they in the early in the first half. Remember, it was kind of close in the first half, and then Ole Miss kind of took off. But real quick, we got the world famous CEO notes. Like he just said, the one thing Florida used to hang their hat on is defense. And that hasn't been working in the past few games. They gave up 30-something to Kentucky. They gave up 30-something to Ole Miss. They might be another team that's giving up this season. One thing about Tennessee, their offense is explosive, exactly what we just said. And one thing about the defense, I thought it was fluky, but Tennessee just keep on forcing turnovers. When you in week 13 and your defense every game force 1 or 2 turnovers, and you got like 7 or 8 touchdowns on your defense, it might just be a talent you got on your defense. Y'all know Lagway love to turn the ball over. This is a match made heaven for Tennessee's defense. This is a match made in heaven for Tennessee's defense. So I think even if they play it close, because they will do in the swamp, it's going to be a pick 6, turnover, something like that. I think Tennessee covers this. And we'll have some for this. We'll have some on this later for y'all. All right, the next game, this is real interesting, man, especially when I saw what you're leaning or you were betting on this one. We got BYU 2.5-point favorite at Cincinnati over under 54.5.
Man, I took Cincinnati last week and they burnt me. Arizona came up there and beat them.
Yeah.
Beat them. You know what I mean? And I watched the game, and the whole way through the game, I thought Cincinnati was going to take that game.
Mm-hmm.
BYU comes in with a freshman quarterback wearing 47.
That's funny too.
That's wild.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah.
And I know, like, they beat Utah at Utah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Traveling to Cincinnati is going to be different.
It was in BYU. Remember, they was at home.
Oh, yeah. They were.
Yep.
I don't like the way he looked at Texas Tech, bro. I really don't. And I'm not sold on Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
But this is one of those games where I'm like, hey, I like this team better, but I'm going to make a common sense pick.
I got you.
I feel like BYU can't travel that far and win. They couldn't even travel to Texas and win. Texas is a much better team. Texas Tech is a much better team. I get it.
That's gonna be my argument.
But, bro, you're traveling across time zones with a quarterback wearing number 47. I can't rock with that, bro.
I respect
Give
you on
me
that,
Cincinnati.
I respect you on that. Honestly, CEO note so far to me, BYU has been kind of close to Utah. They actually mirror. Now, when you want to say twin, both of them got elite running quarterback, elite run game behind a good O-line, a good defense that can stop the run and rush the passer. It's weird, and both teams got a quarterback who's not great at passing, but can get the ball downfield. If you look at schedules, my problem.
Eye test, bro.
No, so my problem with Cincinnati is they haven't beat one soul. They haven't beat a team in the top 50, I don't think. They have not beat Iowa State, Oklahoma State. Like, everybody who Cincinnati has won so far this year has been like ranked in the 40 or beyond. So the problem is like eye test, BYU has beat Utah, who I think is a much better team than Cincinnati. That's why they beat their ass when Cincinnati tried to go to play in Utah. So for me, real quick, bro, this is a power rating game. And just watch it on film and watch it even when they play TCU, which I kind of knew that was going to happen.
Okay.
BYU is playing the you're not respecting me card. BYU is playing the like, hey, we beating these teams. We beat Utah. We actually played a better game versus Texas Tech than Utah did. We beating these teams. Y'all not giving us respect. I think BYU is really. And honestly, man, BYU, you already know the rules in their school. So they ain't like they're traveling about to get in trouble. They ain't doing it. They bored anyway. So they about to go. They want to go to Cincinnati. They on time. They used to having a curfew. So it's not going to be no trouble for them, man. I think BYU can take care of them, man.
Before we go to the next clip, can I say something back? Can I just rebuttal?
Of course.
I watched the BYU against Utah game.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't feel like they beat Utah. They won, but they didn't beat them. You know what I mean? I feel like Utah was making weird mistakes.
They did.
And giving them chances to make them beat them. So when Utah went belts to ass against Cincinnati, that is totally different than what I'm expecting to happen out here. Now, can they beat Cincinnati? Yeah, they could beat them, but this is going to be a close game. That's why it's -2.5. for a team that has won as many games as BYU, that spread should at least be 6.5.
Do you know that
at least
the spread last week versus TCU was -3.5?
Yeah, bro, because they sorry.
13. But the spread was still small like it is right now, though. That's my only argument, bro.
Champ chain.
That's my only argument.
Champ chain.
Oh, we definitely champ.
Let's go.
We definitely
pull it up.
What?
2.5? All I need is a field goal. Champ chain.
2.5, man. We got to go spread. If
I left mine downstairs. Champ chain. Let's go.
You on the 2.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cincinnati beating these busters, bro. They busters. Man. They busters.
I'm about to pose real quick before the. Let me get my pose in real quick, man.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me get my
Go ahead.
How y'all think I look with the pose, man? You think I gotta get a little bit more gas to get back? All I need is like my cigar, man. I ain't really got my cigar. If I had my cigar right now, that'd be perfect, man. That'd be perfect. But yeah, let's jump on to the next game. We got
a Black and Mild is not a cigar, nigga.
You said what? No.
A Black and Mild is not a cigar.
Man, get out of here. Don't be trying to clown me like that, bro. I was just in Atlanta with a cigar, man, sitting out in the sun, 70 degrees in November.
Oh, snap.
November. And honestly, I might even throw it in my reel I got coming up, man. I got a 3-part reel coming up, y'all, for Atlanta, man. That junk is fire, man. I got some stuff that's going to throw y'all off that I threw in there. I'm getting better with it. Y'all like, dude, it's cold, man. But real quick, let's jump back to the show. So far, we got Champ Chain. This is game 7, y'all. So we're going to talk about this. I'm going to bring this back up this show. This is game 7.
No, it's not. Because next week, we still got games. Rivalry week is next week.
Of course.
So we good. I can come back.
I'm telling you, since we're tied, the next person takes the lead. So we're going to treat this like game 7. We got more games, but the next person takes the lead. And so right now, I'm just saying, I'm focused. I'm focused like game 7.
All right.
I'm going to hit up BYU too, make sure they focus too. Because I'm focused like game 7.
Oh, they focused. They ain't got no women on their campus. They focused.
Not at all. That's why our boy got kicked out and had to go to Tulane. All right, let's go to the next game. We got Arkansas, Texas. Texas an 8.5-point favorite, over under 58.5. Man, what you got on this one?
Arkansas.
That was quick.
Arkansas, bro. I'm done with Daniel Johnson, bro. He burned me so bad last week. I was confident, and I was watching USC because everybody who watches knows I'm combat. Mm-hmm. I love college football. Mm-hmm. Every time I turned back, Georgia was scoring on them dudes. He wasn't doing nothing. I'm like, yo. I went to ESPN. All I saw was Georgia highlights. I'm over here trying to figure out what went wrong. Mm-hmm. And the problem was nothing went right. So he played bad.
Yeah.
And against Arkansas's offense, which can score. Yes. I know Texas has a defense. But eventually,
I disagree with that. That's one. To me, Texas do not got a good defense. They got an average defense.
Okay, I'll give you that. I won't even interrupt that. Eventually, you get tired of stopping people. Yeah. If you're sitting on the sideline, like, what's going on? What the?
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I don't think Texas can score enough to mess with Arkansas. So. Arkansas plus 8.5.
Big spread.
And man, I'll be honest. If you made good money this week, that's the one I'm looking at.
Okay. Underdog money line, you would sound like it.
Nah.
Not that much.
I don't know if Arkansas knows how to win.
Yeah, I thought you.
But I think they can cover this. I don't think Texas right now is that much better than anybody.
Yeah, agreed. Especially with him at quarterback, man. Real quick, we're going to jump to CEO notes.
No matter who you put at quarterback out there, I don't think nobody on Texas is better than Arkansas can score.
Yo, they can score. They got a explosive running game, and they got a explosive passing game.
They can score.
One thing LSU did, and LSU has a good defense, they did slow down Arkansas. I'm going to give y'all both sides of the coin because that's what CEO notes do. Then we come to conclusions. But the offense did look good versus a good LSU defense. They only put up 14 points really against LSU defense. One of the touchdowns was a special teams touchdown. Taylor Green, he threw multiple interceptions. But one thing with Texas defense and not LSU, as we just said. But if they can cause turnovers, it might be hard for them to stay in the game. So long as Arkansas don't turn the ball over, I think they'll have a good shot. LSU honestly could have scored 30 on Arkansas defense, but actually milked the clock. The last D to give for points versus LSU offense was Vandy, and you saw what Texas did. So one thing I will give you, I do think Texas can score. I don't think they're going to score enough to cover the 8, but the reason I'm telling you all that, I think Texas can score. Like I said, Texas, Dan Johnson, as he just said, a.k.a. Arch Manning, looked bad as expected versus a good Georgia defense. At this point, we all know who he is. We all know who he is. He should have shown better. He should have shown better versus the Arkansas defense, though. What Shark, what I told y'all last week, his game plan with Dan Johnson is to throw the bubble screens and short screens and have them break tackles and get down the field. I told y'all it wasn't going to work for Georgia because they can tackle, and you got to beat them deep. But Arkansas has a weaker defense, and they're similar more to Vandy, so I think they will show good, and they will score some points. But like I said, you got to score enough points to cover 8. And I think if you tell me Mississippi State and Arkansas are close in stature as a team, Mississippi State almost beat Texas. And honestly, it was up on Texas about 14 points. So, yeah, I do like that 8. I do like that 8. So
yeah, bro.
I do lean that 8, man. All right, let's jump over.
No, hold on. Okay. I want to jump back in on everything you're saying.
Okay.
And the one thing about actually, his name ain't Dan Johnson. It should be Donald. It should be like
Donald Johnson.
We need to give him something weird like Donald Jarrett.
Yeah. Donald Jarrett.
Like, he's not average, bro. Dan Johnson is an average name. His name should be like Donovan Jarrett or Donald Jarrett. He's not average. Yeah, and the thing about this that we're agreeing on is like, okay, you said Texas. I'll give you your notes. Let's say Texas does not have the best defense, but they can score 8.5.
Yeah.
So if it's a shootout,
yeah.
And no, we on the same page. So if it's a shootout, how in the hell they gonna cover 8.5?
Yeah.
So I think this is a best bet, in my opinion. I just was kind of like, man, maybe I'm tripping. Because once I saw this line right here, I thought like, hey man, I must be bugging.
Yeah.
Because Arkansas should be able to cover this easily. Yeah. Unless Texas jumps all over them. Because I feel like Texas playoff hopes are done. I don't think they have much to play for. I don't think they have any chance in the SEC. And even if they win this game, I don't even know who they play next week. But it's going to be an L.
But guess what, though?
What's up?
Guess who in our GMB parlay? Arkansas.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Without you even knowing, and you said this should be a best bet. I already had it. We already had it in the cards.
Bro,
you just talked it right there. You already had it in the cards.
I don't like Arkansas. Or excuse me, I don't like Texas. I don't like Texas at all. I feel like I'm fading them for the rest of the year. Yeah. I might even fade their basketball team going forward. That's how bad he played.
Dan Johnson.
No, Donovan Jarrett.
Oh, Donovan Jarrett. My bad.
It's gotta each week it has to get worse.
Yeah.
It can't be Dan Johnson. His name should be like Donovan Jaravaris or something. Like, bro, it's gotta get worse.
All right, y'all. We gonna jump on to the next game. We got Michigan 13.5 point favorite at Maryland, over under 46.5. Before you go on this one,
go ahead.
Maryland bad, man. But what you got, man? Maryland bad.
Maryland is terrible, bro. But I don't know if Michigan. I'm gonna keep going to what I go to.
Yeah.
Michigan may not be. They might not be 13 points better than anybody. I know Maryland fades once. After October, you can't bet on Maryland. That's how it's supposed to be. But this Michigan team is bad. And
I don't think they bad. They average because
average. Okay.
Because what they've been doing this year, they've been beating all the bad teams. Every team they're supposed to beat, they've been winning. That's why they're 8-2 right now.
But okay, so let's play it that way, right? You're right there in the rankings. If you make it through this game, survive this game, no matter how bad you look, you got one more game on the horizon.
They don't get their ass beat. That's a whole other week, though.
But if you got something to push out there and show everybody who you are, next week is the week to do it. And you can get into the playoffs. If they beat Ohio State, which you see what I'm rocking, I am not a Michigan person.
Let me cut you off. Let me cut you off real quick, bro.
If they do, they get in the playoffs. So I think like they're gonna take Maryland lightly. They not gonna show nothing. That sounds like Shamar Moore or whatever his name is. What's his name? Sharon Moore. I called him Shamar Moore. I made him light skinned, but he played light skinned. But either way, I'm like, bro, I feel like he gonna be over here playing around with them. They escaped them, and they gonna try to show out against Ohio State. They will still lose, but it makes sense to me, bro.
All I'm gonna say, y'all, and I don't care who cut it, posted, Michigan Wolverines is not a playoff team. Michigan Wolverines do not belong in the playoffs. If Michigan Wolverines go in the playoffs, that will look bad. They need to wait. Michigan is not a playoff team. Not at all. There's nowhere in the world you're beating Purdue by 5. You're beating Northwestern by 1 point. Like, no, they're not a playoff team. Like I said, they're an average team. But one thing I'll give Michigan fans, at least this year, they're beating the teams you're supposed to beat. So I give them that. I definitely give them that. One thing about Michigan, like I said, when they get some receivers, they might be a threat, but they still don't have any receivers, man. And CEO notes, man, I downgraded Michigan again after struggling versus a bad Northwestern team. Now I see why USC beat Michigan ass. Underwood continues to struggle. He continues to hit and miss wide open receivers. He also struggling a little bit because I told you the receivers not getting open for him. Also, so the problem is I think so. He's not an accurate quarterback. We know that, but they're covered so much. When he get open, he's so fucking surprised, and he's
surprised.
He's surprised.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yards.
Oh, you open? Like, oh wow, that's wicked, bro. You're wild. You wild.
The run game did save them that game. That's why they won. Maryland gave up 200 yards rushing to Illinois. Maryland gave up 200 yards rushing to Illinois running backs, dog. Illinois running backs are not that. I don't. So
gotcha. Wow, bro. That's wild.
I expect Michigan to pound the ball, pause, but I expect them to just run. They might win by 7, whatever points, but I think they're not going to stop the run. Michigan gonna get at least 200 yards rushing. I do like that running back they got. If they had, oh boy, I hate he got hurt. It would even be worse. But yeah, I like Michigan in this one. I wouldn't take 13. I'm with you, bro. I wouldn't take 13.
Maryland's sorry, though. They sorry. They sorry, though.
Take 13, though, man. Y'all gonna see them on one of my plays later, but I wouldn't take 13, man.
If you bet on Michigan, man, you're a maniac. So you know what? If you bet on Michigan, you're a Michigan maniac, and some of you will.
The spread?
Yes.
Oh no,
you are a Michigan maniac.
No, I'm not touching that spread. Nope, not at
Nobody.
all.
I'm not saying you. I'm just. Yeah. I promise you, there's some Go Blue people out here gonna be like, oh yeah, you're a Michigan maniac, bro. Like this shit might be closer than you expect.
Definitely, man. All right, we got K-State at Utah. Utah's 17.5 point favorite, over under 51.5. Before you go, I want to go again real quick.
Go ahead.
Kansas State receiver, what's his name? Number 1, Jace. Was it Jace Brown? What was it? Yeah, you know the dude who always catch some bombs for Kansas State. Number 1, Jace Brown. He got hurt last game. He out for the season.
Damn.
So they already was down Edwards, and I told you their offense sucked without Edwards. The only saving grace they had was Chase Brown. And guess what? Last week versus Oklahoma State, they was up 7-6 versus Oklahoma State with 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Kansas State was up 7-6 versus Oklahoma State with 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Go, bro.
All right, man. I'm gonna say some things, and I'm going to get in trouble. It's okay though.
Don't do that. No, we're not getting in trouble. But go. What you think about the game, man?
I cannot stand Kansas State's quarterback, bro.
Okay.
I think he might be the buster of the year, bro. I really feel like he is so fugazi. I do, bro. All the hype he had coming into this year.
Yeah, they got rid of Will Johnson for him.
Yeah, because he can run, but he cannot throw.
Not at all.
Going down to Utah, and I'm not a fan of hostile environments and all of that because I feel like if you can play, you can play anywhere. I've seen this dude get. I've seen him get razzled in his own home stadium.
Yeah.
Going down to Utah, it's going to be bad. The only thing that might save him is that 0.5. They are going to get ran out of the stadium.
Yes.
I expect the quarterback to get taken out the game. They might be on the sideline shooting basketballs at a put-up rim over there. Like, that's how bad it's going to be. But the only reason I don't want to choose this game is because he's lucky enough to run like an 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
And he could lose 24-7.
Yeah.
Avery Johnson sucks, bro.
Yeah.
Or I think that's his name, Avery Johnson.
Yeah.
Sucks.
So we're gonna go
I'm talking about. Go ahead. Before you go to the notes,
okay.
Everything about him sucks. The blonde hair. The number at quarterback.
Real quick. What I wanted to say on
top to bottom, he sucks.
What I wanted to say, it was up 7-6 with 12 minutes left in the fourth. They won 14-6 versus Oklahoma State. In that game that they won 14-6, they forced 5 turnovers. They forced 5 turnovers versus Oklahoma State and still only won the game 14-6. That's why I'm with you. They're looking bad. Utah, and that's a whole other thing. We talked about BYU. We done with that game. But right now, it's playoff time. Utah, to make the playoffs without winning the conference, if they win the conference, have to make statements. So Utah is going to try to put like 40 on this team. You see what I'm saying? I think Utah.
They're not making the playoffs, Ted.
But no, what I'm saying is, you can't tell them that. I'm not saying they're going to make it. You can't tell Utah that. So Utah,
we can.
You know what I'm saying? No, but what I'm saying is Utah's going to go in like feeling that they can make the playoffs. They're going to try to make a statement. They're going to try to put up 40 points. That's all I was saying. They're going to try to put up a lot of points. And I think they're going to cover. They should be able to cover the spread versus Kansas State. I'm not going to take that. That is a big spread. I wish it was around 10 because, like you said, Kansas State might somehow come back door it. But I like Utah on this one.
Can I ask you a question? Does Avery Johnson suck?
I don't think he sucked. I think he below average. I don't think he sucked though.
No. He's better than the average human being.
No, I'm talking about as a quarterback, man. He might be average to below average, but I don't think he sucks, man. I don't think he it's some quarterbacks out.
He was preseason All-American.
So okay, I'll give you that. So if you want to go,
do you think he was worth that?
What I'm saying is, if you want to go, with
would you have ran Will Johnson out of Will Howard out of town for him?
I don't know why. I apologize. So I meant Will Howard. I said Will Johnson. It's because of Dan Johnson.
Will Howard. Would you have got him out of town?
Yeah, I got Dan Johnson on the brain. No. So what I'm saying is, as far as his expectations, where he's supposed to be, yeah, he sucked. If you want to rate his expectations, he's way below what he's expected to be. So I agree with that. All right, let's jump on to the next.
No. You keep trying to run. I'm just asking you a question. Not even trying to stop everything, but I want to hear because you're the most positive guy I know. You're super positive. Even if it's thunderstorming, you'll have an umbrella up and be like, "Hey, sunlight is outside." Does he suck?
Compared to expectations, yeah.
That's all I wanted to know. All right, let's go.
All right, we got USC at Oregon, the game of the week. Oregon 9.5-point favorite, over under 59.5. What you got?
Man, I'm taking USC, bro. I'm taking a money line too.
You think they're gonna go in Oregon? You think they're gonna be able to travel as bad as they look traveling in Nebraska? You think they're gonna be able to travel? Yeah. Oregon is one of the tough places to play.
I know. I'm bugging, but I will tell you why.
In Cali, maybe.
Saying, huh?
I said in Cali, maybe, but I want to hear what you were saying about them going to Oregon.
Yeah, man. Same timeline. Like, it's not like they're traveling time origins or whatever you call that. Like it's gonna be the same time.
Mm-hmm.
They're on the same coast. And I saw Indiana fly across the country and beat them boys up.
I rate Indiana better than USC by a decent amount, though.
I'm not sure I do.
Okay.
I seen Iowa come down there.
Okay.
And I understand Iowa was on their time schedule.
Mm-hmm.
They handled them.
Mm-hmm.
Handled them. Like it was close. They had to climb out of a ditch.
Real quick. They kind of came back in the second half. They shut Iowa down in the second half, though.
Yeah. They had to come back, but
yeah.
They handled them. And Iowa is a muscle-bound team. I see Michigan come out there. A team that'll push you around, and they dealt with it.
They did.
So going to Oregon on your timeline, weather may be a little bit chillier, but it's on the West Coast. It ain't like it's snowing in Oregon.
It's like 51. It's gonna be 51.
Right. Like I think they can handle this. And seeing this wild ass spread to me is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't Oregon. Like I'm used to seeing Oregon punish people, bro.
Yeah.
And I have not seen it. Like they went to Iowa, struggled. Indiana came out. They got punished.
Mm-hmm.
They flew out to Penn State and hung on for their lives.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I don't think this is Oregon, bro. And there's a reason that this quarterback is, if he came out this year, he would be the #1 pick overall. And his parents are like, hey, man, you need another year? The school's giving him money to come back another year? This is who I'm betting on to cover a 10-point spread. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm taking USC. And, people can say whatever they want. I just don't think Oregon is Oregon like how we used to see them. Now, next year, they're probably going to go back to being Oregon.
Right.
But this is not like old school. You go out there, you see them Ducks, and you're going to see 18 touchdowns and all that. No.
So it has been shades of that. They have had a couple games this year. They scored 50, 60 points. It's been shades of that. One thing I don't want to discount Oregon, and I didn't think about it. The last couple games when they played Wisconsin and Iowa, their receivers was hurt. And also, too, they played in a lot of rain and bad weather. And so I don't want to discount Oregon yet just for that. Because you know how rain and bad weather can slow teams down, so I don't want to discount that. But we want to go to CEO notes. One thing, I do agree with some of the stuff you're saying, and I told y'all, when I go CEO notes, I'm not always leaning one team. I'm going to tell y'all the strength and weaknesses of one team, the strength and weaknesses of the other, so sometimes y'all can make your own bet without having me to lead y'all to it. I'm going to lead y'all to the bets at the end of the damn show. So in the middle of the show, we're going to give y'all some notes that y'all can take to help y'all win and make y'all some decisions. USC, one of the most physical UFC teams I've seen in a while. Yes. They didn't look that way early in the season, but but now they're definitely looking that way. Lincoln Riley's second half adjustment has been looking like Kirby Smart. He's been making some good second half adjustments. He did it against Northwestern. He did it against Iowa. He's looking good that way. The defensive front held up versus a dominated Iowa O-line. That was impressive. USC talented wide receiver Jacoby Lane, and Mekhi Lemon made plays in tight coverage. I didn't see a lot of separation, but they went up to get the ball. Oregon run game is elite behind a real good O-line. One weakness that USC do have is a run defense. One thing about Oregon, that wide receivers are back healthy, so they did look explosive last game against Minnesota. Just like I mentioned, the weather in the Iowa-Wisconsin game might have slowed them down, and they had some wide receiver injuries. The defense is real good at limiting explosive plays. Not Oregon, but USC love to try to get to explosive plays. And I just found out per PFF, they got Oregon has a top pass blocking line in the country. So this is a game. I'm not going to even debate you on that one. I do think Oregon can possibly win the game. And I'm with you. I wouldn't bet. I'm not going to take 10 with Oregon on that. I'm definitely not going to take 10. This is one of them games where I do, on film, Oregon looks faster than USC. They look a little bit stronger than USC. Talent-wise, just watching them on film. But, bro, yeah, I'm not taking this 10. Y'all see Oregon later, and y'all definitely going to see with that 10, man. Not at all. Because, I agree with you, and we can move on to the next game, is that they're not the same Oregon team that we used to seeing. All right, we got the next game, Missouri at Oklahoma. Oklahoma, 6.5-point favorite, over under 42.5. What you got on this one?
I'm going to take Oklahoma.
Okay.
I'm not betting on this. I don't like Missouri on the road.
Yeah,
And
same.
Every time I say this, when Missouri goes on the road, they don't do well. So I've learned from that, and them out in Oklahoma, it sets up a blowout. They should get blown out easily. But Oklahoma don't have a run game.
Yeah.
And that quarterback has to do a lot for them. So
Yes.
if he get injured, this could turn into a dogfight. So me personally, I'm not betting on it, but I don't think Missouri Oklahoma healthy covers this spread. Easy.
Yeah. So in this one, I had it on a couple of parlays. I took it off. I don't know how the hell Purdue is going to come back after that crazy ass injury, but Purdue is actually questionable. So one of my things is I don't like Oregon. I don't like Oklahoma's offense at all. So I love to take Oklahoma as an underdog, but not as a favorite. That's why I took them last week versus Alabama as an underdog. The Oklahoma offense look bad, man. They can't run the ball.
Terrible.
Mature, not a great passer downfield. They deke and duck down the field. They offense look terrible. So in this game, I had them on the parlays, but once I saw Purdue might come back, that can help Missouri actually have a better passing game and help them, be within this and possibly upset Oklahoma. But now I'm gonna tell y'all this: if y'all see the backup quarterback, if he plays, bet Oklahoma. Because when the backup quarterback plays, who's the third string quarterback, he is no threat to the passing game. All you got to do is just stack the box, game over. Missouri actually beat Mississippi State last week 49-27. 28 points came off of 2 pick sixes and 2 long touchdown runs, which don't happen very often. They got
Mississippi State quit though.
No, but hold on though. But that's what I'm saying. 49-27. 2 was pick sixes, not a 35-27. 2 other plays was the dude breaking them long runs, which normally don't happen. And we know we don't count those plays. That's actually meaning Mississippi State. You take 2 explosive plays and 2 pick sixes, Mississippi State could have won that game. And it's the reason they could have because that damn quarterback sucked. So, like I said, if Oklahoma, if they rule Purdue out, bet Oklahoma and just feel good with it. Because what's going to happen is, just like South Carolina, remember they played South Carolina? South Carolina the same way. You stop the run, they can't pass. Oklahoma going to win 24-7, and it's going to be over, and you're going to sit there, and you're going to have your money and have to worry about it. All right, this game, I'm really interested to see what you got to say on this one, man. Pittsburgh at Georgia Tech, minus 2.5, 61.5 point. I'm sorry, minus 2.5 point favorite, 61.5 over under. What you got on this one?
Man, it's funny. ACC sucks. They both suck. I'm out on both of them.
Okay.
But between me and you,
okay,
I got to bet on Haynes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take Georgia Tech to win this game.
Okay.
I think Georgia Tech is going to make the playoffs in the first round. They might be the first team to lose to one of these outside the Power 5 kind.
Yeah.
To lose to like Tulane or somebody. They're
Madison.
Not good, bro.
Yeah.
They're not good at all.
They're not.
But they got the best player on the field. So I got to bet on the best player on the field.
Yeah, they do. They do. And remember, I was actually on Georgia Tech in the beginning of the season. I jumped off of them real quick, man. Man, we're going to just go on my CEO notes on this game. Pittsburgh was just overmatched versus a great Notre Dame team. The Pittsburgh defense has been bad all year, so you kind of expect that to happen. The freshman quarterback, he looked overmatched. But he actually, one thing he has done all year at Pittsburgh has looked good versus mediocre to bad defenses, which Georgia Tech is. So he should show very well versus Georgia Tech defense. One thing in this game that might change things is Pittsburgh is like a top 20 run defense, man. They are real good. Might be in the top 15 run defense. There could be a difference in this game, possibly.
Who they play?
What?
Who have they beat to make them the top 15 run defense?
They actually did pretty good against Louisville, man. They shut down Louisville run. Louisville actually does pretty good on the ground. So I did look that up, and I saw they shut down Louisville running game. Now they didn't shut down. Now I'm saying top 15, not like top 5. They like top 20, top 15. So I'm not saying like a top 5 defense. But Louisville averages like 7 to 8 yards a carry versus most people. Louisville actually dominated last week against Clemson. They dominated Clemson on the ground. So Louisville does have a legitimate running game, but to see them shut them down actually was pretty impressive. Georgia Tech, I think there can be a lot of points in this game. The defense of the bad Boston College team do anything they wanted down the field with no resistance. Huge run lanes, wide open wide receivers, and missed tackles. What surprised me the most, you know how bad Boston College is. You didn't say that. You told me how bad they was early in the season.
Yes.
Georgia Tech was down 28-17 in the fourth quarter to Boston College. That's terrible. To Boston College, like, I know you got the look on your face. How do they get down to Boston College 20-17 in the fourth quarter, and you're trying to make the playoffs?
Pittsburgh against Notre Dame didn't even look like they belonged on the same field.
They don't. And Georgia Tech don't either. But I'm saying, it's levels to this. We know it's levels to this. You know you got tiers. And I told you Pittsburgh don't belong on the field with Georgia Tech. Not with Georgia Tech. Pittsburgh didn't belong on the field with Notre Dame. But Georgia Tech.
That was bad. But
Georgia Tech was down by 12 points in the fourth quarter to Boston College.
Yeah. That's how they play.
You see what I'm saying? That's bad.
I got to believe in the team that I've seen. Actually, you know what? I'm not betting on this team either. You see I'm with you.
On the side. Yeah.
You know what? To hell with both of them.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's where I'm going.
To hell with both of them. I'm not betting on either one.
Guess who else?
I don't like either team.
Real quick. Guess who else they were down by double digits too? They were down by double digits to what's the team who got blown out by Florida State that we was laughing about? Wake Forest.
Wake Forest. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out.
They moved the ball, and Wake Forest scored 30 points on Georgia Tech defense.
I'm out.
What? Yeah, I'm out too. So y'all, I was kind of giving y'all both sides, man. I'm gonna stay away from this game. I honestly don't think Georgia Tech defense can cover margin because they're so bad. So I do got like an alt parlay that I put, and I gave a lot of points to Pittsburgh because like I said, I rather in a game like this, you got to give me points. You got to give me points, and I just think Georgia Tech defense is so bad they can't beat anybody by double digits, especially somebody who got a good offense. So I actually took points a little bit later on this one. All right, we got Louisville versus SMU. SMU 2.5-point favorite over under 51.5. And I told y'all this slate bad, y'all. So I know y'all keep looking at why these games keep popping up, man. We ain't got nothing to talk about. What's we gonna talk about? You got anything on this one?
Louisville.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm taking Louisville is because I don't believe in SMU.
Okay.
But I think, and that's the thing that's so wild about the committee, in my opinion. They try to find people to rank them.
Yeah.
Like Tulane and all these people.
Yeah.
These teams are not good at all. No. I don't give a fuck who win. Excuse my language. I don't give a damn who win this game.
Yeah.
Neither team is good.
Nope.
So in the grand scheme of things, it does not matter. But right now, if I wanted to play blackjack, I'm gonna take Louisville.
Okay.
Because I like Miller Moss better than anybody on SMU. But he'll probably go down there and fold.
Yeah,
so don't follow this.
Yeah.
This is just me talking.
Yeah, I feel you. So this one to me is a lean. I don't like either one. I would lean SMU only because a couple of reasons. SMU at home. Miller Moss, he's another dude who just can't stretch the field. He just don't have the arm to stretch the field. And then SMU is another team who stops the run. And I know you like, okay, like you said about Pitt, like I said, Louisville is a decent running team. So when I looked that up, I'm like, okay, they can actually stop a decent running team. SMU shut down Miami, and Miami has a powerful, like a top 5 O-line, and they shut down their running game. So I think if you stop Louisville running game and make Miller Moss beat you, I don't think he can really beat you like that. So I would lean SMU, and like I said, it's not the best bet at all. All right, we're going to go to the CEO. We about to wrap the show up real quick, y'all. I told y'all this is bad. And so please respect the name for one, but also respect the fact that I had to find some bullshit to make this parlay. So I know, Jay, you going to look at it, but I mean, I ain't have much to pick from, bro. And we got to make parlays for the show. So y'all got to respect this. We got BYU. We think he's going to cover 7. Cincinnati, even if Cincinnati do win, I lose another champ chain, which I don't think I will. But even if I do, I think BYU can cover the 7 points. I think their defense is good enough to cover the 7 points. We both on Tennessee, so I think Tennessee will cover the 4.5. Like I said, I don't think if you give me a bad defense like Georgia Tech, I just remember how you missed Texas against Arkansas. I just think when the defense is that bad, and it's going to be a shootout, how do you cover 10 points? So that's why I gave him that. I do think Utah put belts to ass against Kansas State. Arkansas, we already with that. I gave him a little bit more points. And then we won both sides of this one. But I do think at home, Oregon can probably get the win by a couple points. I don't think they cover that 10-point spread. So this is the blueprint parlay, y'all. And we still might hit y'all, so make sure y'all follow us. But remember, this is some bad slate. And even in bad slates, when you got shows, you got to have parlays. So you got to get the best out of the bad slate. This is our Get Money Boys parlay this week. Arkansas 10.5, Tennessee money line. Y'all know how we do. And remember, we grade the regular spreads on this one. We 8-2 so far this year, and that's in the last 3 weeks. So we are going to grade Tennessee at 4. We're going to grade Arkansas at 8.5. But this is the art parlay. We hit this one last week, so let's see if we can do it again. And we got one more parlay. We got the money line parlay. Even though Michigan ain't 13 points better than anyone, I think they can beat Maryland, at least get a victory. I told you I'm strong on Oregon, and I'm strong on BYU. So we'll see. This is plus 150. I had to get the best out of the worst, and this is what I came up with, y'all. Any last words, bro?
Yes. I know. Like, you know what? I'm not even going to explain myself.
Mm-hmm.
Take Oregon out of that shit. Like, I don't believe Oregon is Oregon. And I feel like you got good parlays going. And anybody following this, it's my duty to tell you, take Oregon out or give yourself plus money with Oregon. Because, man, all of our parlays was the same when Indiana went up to Oregon.
Yeah.
And Indiana, like, literally beat them dudes up.
Yeah.
And we were all kind of, and everybody, not just us, ESPN, everybody was kind of like, damn.
Yeah.
I cannot bet on a team like that. And I understand USC may not be as good as Indiana. But what if they are? Or what if they're close? I just feel like Oregon is not Oregon, man. And
I honestly think
they gotta win 31-3 to make me just believe that they're Oregon. I think they got nice colored jerseys right now.
I honestly believe if this was in USC, I would be on it. I feel strong about them in Oregon, man. Oregon, and it's not the same Oregon, but even this year, it's hard to go in Oregon and beat Oregon. So yeah.
The Oregons you're talking about with a bum rush in Iowa. Easily. You thought Indiana would beat Oregon by 10 in Oregon?
No. But you got to think about it, though. Indiana struggled in Iowa. Indiana missed field goal away. They would have lost to Iowa, too. So you got to kind of take Iowa out. Iowa played tough versus both of them. But yeah, make sure y'all check us out.
Hold on, wait. How did they do down there in USC?
You said who? Yeah, they was up 21-7 real quick.
And what happened?
They lost 26-21, but to get up 21-7 was bad, though.
Exactly, bro.
To get up 21-7 was bad, though. But we down 21-7 to Iowa was bad in the first half. Name another team you know that was down 21-7 against Iowa in the first half. That's legit.
Oregon was down
21-7 in the first half.
No. Oregon fought for their life. He had to throw like a damn near a Hail Mary in the rain to save their season.
That was in the fourth quarter and a lot of rain.
Okay. You know what? I wish I'd have waited. I'd have championed that. Because
I told you, no, I'm not taking 10. I told you I'm not championing 10. No,
I'm championing that.
No,
bro, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You know what? Or good.
I wouldn't champion.
Play this clip next time. I don't think Oregon winning. I don't. I think they're about to get beat out the playoff race. Because I've been watching, and it's coming down to this showdown.
Make sure y'all quote this, y'all.
I'm not sure they win this game.
Okay.
If they do, they win it by like 1 or 2.
Then that's why I got them on money line.
All right.
That's what my parlay say, money line. But y'all, make sure y'all check us out, man. We got another show coming eventually. It's going to be a lot of sports talk, kind of like what we're doing in here. Today, we did a lot of sports talk because it ain't a lot of games. The games are bad.
Yeah.
And when the game's is bad, you got to talk about something, man. So, yeah, make sure y'all follow us on TikTok, Beach Rhymes Parlays. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram. And then make sure y'all follow us now. We got a Facebook group now, man. Shout out to my boy Jay. Shout out to my bro Mike, man. We out here. We expanding. Shout out to
Beach Rhymes Parlay community. Come on in, man. We just shared a couple of parlays on there, man. We got some things popping. UFC.
Yeah.
The young buck Mike, he always keep things going every day. He got some NBA, he got some college, he got some things going for y'all. And one of them already hit, so we trying to big that up.
Okay.
Yeah, man. No, it's going.
It's going down. It's going down
for real.
Like I said, we stay on fire.
And the thing is, come mess with us now because it's free now. Everything's free now.
Yeah.
Next year it might not be. So holla at us for real, especially in that community because we're trying to make it friendly and everything else, bro. And we're giving you all sports. We're giving you football, basketball, pro, college, everything you need. We're giving you a parlay. We're trying to get you up there, trying to get your money right.
Yeah, with UFC.
Oh, baseball coming for sure.
UFC all year round. So make sure y'all respect the name and make sure y'all always remember we the Get Money Boys and we want the smoke. Yes, sir.